Hello everyone, my name is Loanis Menendez and this is Happy Hour. First, I wish that you and yours are well and staying safe during these times of social distancing. The library is developing creative ways to bring library services to you. So today, I want to talk about robocalls and what can we do to stop these calls and scams from flooding our cell phones. I also want to give you some general tips to manage unwanted calls and text messages and share with you some apps that people use for managing robocalls. For example, Mr. Number, HIYA, Truecaller, NomoRobo, RoboKiller, and Umail. Let's get started. So what are robocalls and phone scams? If you answer the phone and hear a recorded message instead of a real person, it is a robocall. Robocalls are made using computer programs to randomly dial phone numbers. Sometimes the caller is a robot with a pre-recorded message, but sometimes the caller is a real person. Not all robocalls are scams, but definitely some are annoying. And not all scams are recordings. The Federal Trade Commission's website at www.consumer.ftc.gov provides general information about robocalls. Some of the most widespread phone scams include those calling you saying there is something wrong with your computer and that you need to buy tech support. Others say that you owe money to the IRS, when in fact you don't, while others call you impersonating a family member with an emergency and asking for money. Let's take a quick look at these.
Scammers pose as big-name companies. They call or send pop-up messages to scare you about the security of your computer.
We've gotten warnings of viruses in your area. Your computer has been affected. First, download this software so I can delete the dangerous programs.
They're good at pretending to be someone they're not because they want something that isn't theirs, your money. No matter what they say, they haven't found anything wrong with your machine. They just want you to pay for software or tech support services you don't need. If someone pressures you, slow down and think it through. Don't give out your financial information, and don't let anyone take control of your computer. Report imposter scams to ftc.gov/imposters. Scam artists are pretending to be IRS officials to get your money. They'll call, email, or text you, claiming you owe back taxes or there's a problem with your tax return. They even rig caller ID to make the call look official. They play on your fears. They threaten to take your driver's license or sue, arrest, or deport you. They want you to pay fast. What's the truth? The truth is the IRS's first contact with you will always be a letter in the mail. It's not a phone call, email, or text message. They won't insist that you pay with a prepaid debit card, a wire transfer, or cashier's check. Now you know. Has an IRS imposter contacted you? Report it at ftc.gov/imposters.
Granddad, it's me. An accident in Mexico. I'm in jail.
Jimmy, is that you?
Yeah, it's Jimmy. I need money for bail right now.
In jail?
You need to send money right now. Please don't tell anyone.
Scammers are tricky and can pretend to be anybody in any situation. They seem like the real deal. They play on your fears. The goal? To get you to act fast. Check out if they really are who they say they are, even if they sound like a loved one. Heard from an imposter? Report it at ftc.gov/imposters.
So why do they do it? When it comes to robocalls, it is all about the money and volume of calls. Because technology makes robocalls cheap and easy at very little cost, even if a few people fall victims of these scams, it is enough to cover costs and make money. Sometimes your phone number may be targeted, but most likely it is randomly selected and auto-dialed. It is important not to answer the phone if the caller ID is unknown to you. If you answer the call, it increases the chances of more calls. That's because when you answer the phone, it triggers a notification to the scammers that yours is a working number. So let the call go to voicemail. Did anyone see the movie Sneakers with Robert Redford? If you did, I thought it was really good. So anyway, in this movie, the group of computer hackers need the vocal recognition code of an employee to break into the quote unquote toy company. Now, perhaps this was science fiction in 1992, but today, the phrase that appears on your screen is used to authenticate some very sensitive accounts. You're probably saying it in your head right now, just don't say it out loud. This is why it is important not to answer the phone if the caller ID is unknown to you. If you answer the phone and the first thing you hear is a voice saying, "Can you hear me?" our first instinct is to say yes. These calls are programmed to record, and now the scammers have a recording of your voice, which they can now use to hack into your accounts. Artificial intelligence has come a long way. Artificial intelligence sounds just like a real person, complete with the nuances of natural conversation, such as saying pausing, coughing, laughing, and even background noise. However, not all artificial intelligence is used for evil. For example, Google Duplex uses artificial intelligence for phone conversations that can help you call in appointments, make restaurant reservations, etc. Really amazing stuff. Now for some general tips to help you manage robocalls. Don't answer the phone if you do not know the caller ID. List your phones on the National Do Not Call Registry. Check with your phone provider to see if they offer robocall blocking. Set your phone to Do Not Disturb. The Wireless Industry Trade Association has a list of robocall blocking apps for many platforms. You can check these out on your own and determine which is your best option. The FCC rules ban auto-dialed text messages sent to a cell phone unless you have given prior consent. For commercial texts, you must consent in writing. But for non-commercial, government, or political organizations, you may give oral consent. You can also report violations to the FCC or the FTC or forward spam texts to 7726. Okay, so moving on to the apps. Mr. Number and HIYA are developed by the same company, and they look and work pretty much the same. They both offer free and premium versions. I use HIYA, for example, and this is without endorsement, and I find that the free version is effective for me. Premium plans start at $2.99 per month or $14.99 per year, and they also offer a 7-day trial. Nomo Robo has free services for landlines. Cell phone plans are $1.99 per month. They offer a 14-day free trial and do not require access to your phone number or contact list. Truecaller is free, but requires registration and access to your contacts, and they have international plans available. RoboKiller plans start at $2.49 per month with a 7-day free trial. You are required to register your phone and give access to your contact list. Some of the features that people like the most is automatic spam block. And with the Super Caller ID, it turns those unknown numbers to names and addresses and photos from social media. It also lets you hear the blocked messages. The next feature is the best, in my opinion. Remember when I said that not all artificial intelligence is used for evil? Well, this time it can be used for revenge. Answer bots respond to robocallers and talk to the telemarketers as if a real person. You can visit robokiller.com and listen to Robot Radio to see the answer bots in action. It's really funny. Umail requires account registration, has free and paid version, and it is specific to your carrier. It may replace your carrier's voicemail unless you skip this step while setting it up. Also, the premium service offers sophisticated call management options. To give you an example on how the setup process goes, I will do a show and tell with the HIYA app. The other apps will have a very similar setup. So first, download the app from your App Store if you have an iPhone, or the Google Play Store if you have an Android. Once downloaded, you open it by tapping on the icon. Agree to the terms of services and tap on Get Started. The next step will guide you through enabling call protection. So you'll exit the app and you'll tap on your phone's setting app. It looks like a gear. Once your phone settings app is opened, scroll down and tap on Phone. Then tap on Call Blocking and Identification and enable the toggles for HIYA. This means that you're going to tap on each slider and turn them green. Now exit the Settings app and open HIYA. At the bottom of the app, you'll tap on Protect, and then make sure that the toggles for block calls and block nuisance calls are enabled. That is, the sliders are green. The next step is to whitelist your contacts. This is recommended so the app won't block the numbers on your contact list. You may also want to enable the neighbor scam protection. When you do, tap Add Your Number, enter your area code and the first 3 digits of your phone number, and then tap on Add. Then enable the toggles for neighbor scam protection and block calls. HIYA will block calls that look like your phone number. This is what is called blocking called ID spoofing. And if you would like more information, I will post these resources links to the description below. Well, thank you everyone. I want you to know that these online Appy Hours are created by your friendly library staff and posted to the Appy Hour Facebook group. You can view these videos at your leisure and also participate on a live discussion with the library staff on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 3 p.m. We will be monitoring the group, however, all the time, so you can ask questions and we will get to your answers. If you have further questions about today's video, please join the library's Facebook group Appy Hours. I will be moderating a discussion on this topic on Tuesday, April 7 from 2 to 3 p.m. And if you like this video tutorial, please don't forget to click like. Please subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. I hope that you've enjoyed this topic and find it practical. And stay safe and be well, friends.